Hey, I'm doing a lighthouse alert, but not from the lighthouse. Wanted to let you guys know a couple of different things that have been coming up. One of them is that some of the masculines are telling their feminines that they have found the love of their lives in someone else, and they're going with that other person, or they're saying that they're going with that other person. But when we check the cards, you see the liar card in there. It's the Seven of Swords. And you see, like, I don't know, he's not telling the truth. He's with a karmic that he may call love, but he's being really silly, and it's not love, and he knows it. So, oh, these guys. The other thing is that he or she, obviously, if you watch my videos, you understand that. But he's also coming, but he's coming like bleep, 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 little tiny little gesture, and totally off subject, and totally mentioning dumb things that don't make any sense, that are just like, why would you call me with that? Like, just, really page energy. But you guys just know that underneath that is a bigger energy, Some of them are coming forth more boldly than that, but a lot are kind of, I guess you could just say, are eking in. So, what's the other thing? Some of these guys are quiet on you because, and this just happened in a reading yesterday, where we realized that he had been quiet all this time and started ghosting her, and like he would visit her town and not tell her, because he had hooked up with a karmic that he swore back when they were talking more that he had no interest in. Oh, that's just a superficial connection. That's just a good looking person that doesn't have much going on, that kind of thing. And then he ended up having a thing with her. So he's like really embarrassed and ashamed to admit that he fell for yet another karmic. So a lot of these guys too consider that maybe they're not talking to you because they've done something really stupid that they feel like really embarrassed to admit. So it's really just their pride. Also, oh yeah, and that the reason that he didn't tell her he was traveling is because he was bringing that girl with him. Delightful. But of course he wouldn't be talking to you, and of course he wouldn't be answering you, because he's doing something really stupid, just like a little kid. When a little kid's in trouble, you're like calling their name, and they don't answer, right? Because they're trying to be all quiet, doing something sneaky. So some of them are just being flat out sneaky. And they know that they're doing something really stupid, and they know it in their heart of hearts. So they won't talk to you because they're not about to look dumb. And that's probably also why they're being all blip, 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 because they don't want to admit that they've been with this dumb karmic. And I don't mean that the karmic is dumb necessarily. Some of them are, but I mean that these guys are thinking with their dicks. They're not thinking straight, or they're falling for manipulation and lies. And then they're giving those manipulation and lies over to their feminine, the one that they truly love on a deep level. So, oh my gosh. It's just, they got to do so much growing up. They just got to do so much growing up. And, I don't know. Jeez. Well, that's all I can think of for right now. And that's discouraging. But it's like this journey is all about growth, you guys. It's all about spiritual growth for both of you. And maybe you'll find somebody that's better suited to you, that's even, that's more mature and more ready to just show up authentically like you need. You could wait for this person, but it could take a really long time if they're doing this kind of stuff. And I just keep seeing, whenever I say that though, I just keep seeing that they have these epiphanies. Some of these guys have to crash and burn and realize they're being idiots before they'll actually do something about it, and it just makes them wake up. So don't be too discouraged. Just shake your head. Do not take it personally, whatever you do. Just be like, oh my gosh, roll your eyes at it, know your truth, know how he feels about you. If you've had a twin flame check-in or a quick relationship spread that confirms that that he wants to get rid of that person that he says he's so in love with or whatever, oh Lord, just, know that the miracles can happen. Miracles can happen, and they really do have to go down sometimes in order to wake up to the truth, to their most authentic truth. And sometimes it could take a minute. So like I said, don't wait around for these guys either. But just know your truth and be confident in yourself and grow yourself and become independent in the sense that you don't rely on them giving you attention or giving you anything for you to feel okay about yourself. You give that to yourself. This is a spiritual journey. I heard some comments underneath one of my recent videos that were just like, I'm just sick and tired of this and that and the other thing, and I'm gonna blah blah blah. I just want a guy who comes after me, who just like doesn't delay and doesn't have any excuses. And I'm just like, okay, you're welcoming in a psychopath. If you have an attitude about it, you're seriously like welcoming in your own karmic, and that's gonna be a painful experience. If you can just chill out and relax about making snap judgments either way, and just try to stay in a high vibe state, stay unconditionally loving, stay in a state of gratitude, correct your heart on your own judgments, do the work on yourself that's making you get triggered, do your due diligence when it comes to your own mental health and your own happiness, and take ownership of your own happiness, because it shouldn't matter what the heck he does or doesn't do. And you staying in a high vibe state is going to be what brings your best person to you. And don't be such a stickler on it being your twin flame. I just had a dream last night, actually. This guy really liked me, and I knew that we had feelings for each other, but he was like, I was going to this thing. You know how dreams are weird. I was going to this thing and I thought I was marrying him, and then it ended up like he was marrying this other girl from his childhood that he'd known forever, and they were and then he just started balking at the whole thing when he was about to marry her. They were getting ready and she was being real bossy, and like things weren't clicking and all this stuff, and he confided in me and took me aside and was just like, this isn't going how I thought it would. Everybody in my family expected us to be together or expects us to be together. And this actually happened in real life. One of my true loves, like years ago, he was with this girl for a really long time, and his family expected them to get married. And being with me was going to be like this big disruptive thing to the whole family. So anyway, it was kind of like that, and he was going to marry this girl. He confides in me and he tells me everything that's going on, and I started saying just the normal stuff I would say, like, make a decision from your heart, listen to your intuition, do what you feel is best, and all that kind of stuff. And I was just kind of giving him a pep talk and helping him feel better and stuff like that. And all of a sudden he just like looked at me like, oh my God, you're the one that I love. And I was like, oh, so I was right. I knew it. I knew it. And for a minute I thought I might be wrong, but no, he wanted to be with me, and then he, of course, grabs my face and kisses me, and we had to go announce to everybody that we were the ones getting married that day, not them. It was, I didn't get very far past that, but it was pretty crazy. And so, I don't know, just take it all with a grain of salt and realize that nothing is real, but it's all an illusion out there. Whatever you're seeing on social media, whatever you're seeing them doing or not doing, just take it all very lightly. Know the truth that's in your heart. Know how you feel about you. And just tend to that. Just take care of you and just love yourself and be really good to yourself. don't make yourself feel bad about, don't make yourself a victim. My God, don't make yourself any kind of victim. I don't care what he's done. I don't care if he cheated on you. That's not the guy for you. He's obviously too insecure to make a commitment and to be faithful to you. So why, move on to a different guy. Twin flames can be really messed up. And yeah, they can totally make corrections and become different people later once they mature, but don't waste your time, But you don't have to be mad about it. Just be like, oh, he's a cheater. Okay, great information. All right, I'm going to go find someone else. You know what I mean? I'm going to attract somebody else, rather. I'm going to be in a receptive state and just be basking in my goddessness and, be completely wide open to whatever possibilities are out there, That's where you want to be coming from. You don't want to get all judgy and resentful. Then you're just going against what this whole journey is about, which is your growth. Both of you know each other and you're inspired by each other and you're drawn to each other, magnetized to each other, so that you'll grow. It's just growth. It's not about a relationship. You've heard me say that a lot, but it's true. So keep an open mind as to who is the one for you. And if they're playing games and stuff, I don't know, I would consider that a sign that they're not going to be ready for a really long time, and I'd let that one go. But that's just me. I'm all about taking care of myself and loving myself. So, I wouldn't settle for that. I would not be sitting around waiting for somebody who's acting like that. All right, guys. I hope this helps someone out there in some way. Have a beautiful day. Bye.